Channel. Hope everyone is doing well. In today's video, I want to walk through a simple example of what I personally call velocity investing. The idea is straightforward. Instead of only investing the cash flow you receive each month, whatever that is, you look at how that cash flow can be used more efficiently over time. This example starts with a $10,000 portfolio that produces about $100 a month, but the concept isn't limited to a starting portfolio. The key variable is the cash flow. So what's important here is only cash flow. It doesn't matter if it's from a portfolio or from your salary or whatever it is, it's just cash flow. So if you already have $100 a month coming in, the question becomes, what if instead of investing just that $100, you temporarily use a small line of credit? It could be a HELOC, it could be a personal line of credit, it doesn't matter, as long as it's a revolving line of credit. So you invest that $500 and then you use the cash flow to pay the $500 back. So this isn't financial advice, and it's not about maximizing leverage at all. It's just an illustration of the mechanics using clean, simple numbers so you can see how the cash flow moves. With that in mind, let's start by taking a look at the baseline. So as you can see here on this sheet, the starting capital here is $10,000, and you invested in covered call ETFs with an average distribution yield of 12%. You can obviously get higher than that, you can get lower. But the average one, let's say for the S&P 500, will be around 12% distribution yield yearly, paid monthly, so that's about 1%, which is your annual income here is $1,200, but most importantly, you have your $100 a month that you get in income. So everything's clear up to now, right? So you have this portfolio, whether this $100 is from your portfolio, whether it's cash flow, the same concept applies. So the idea here, you would take a small line of credit. It could be a HELOC, it could be a personal line of credit. The point here is it's a revolving line of credit, which means that you can pay it back whenever you want. And the whole point is that you have this flexibility, so you can apply the strategy. So you would come here and you would use $500 from a line of credit, which is conservative. We're not playing aggressive here. We're not going all in. We're mitigating risk, just taking advantage of the system that's offered to us. So you take the small line of credit, you take $500 from it. Then with that $500, you invest more in your portfolio. You invest $500 in the same type of covered call ETFs that will give you an average yield of 12%. So the interest rate that you pay on that line of credit is 4% yearly, which that means monthly, you're talking about $1.67 that you pay a month for you to borrow that $500. Fair enough? So now what we do with that $500 is we create the income from it. So when we buy the covered call ETFs, we're at 12% to start. So monthly income created from that $500 is $5, correct? So if you follow through, the idea of this strategy is the following. So the whole point is to pay back that $500 with your cash flow, your initial cash flow of $100, plus the $5 cash flow that you just created with that loan, with that $500. I hope you guys are following. So when we start the first month, so here you see month number one, the starting balance is $500. The interest you pay on it monthly is $1.67, and the payment is $105. So the ending balance that you have here is $396.67. And we go on. Now for the second month, same concept applies. Now the starting balance, it just went down, right? So we start at $396, $132 in interest. The payment is also $105, and then we're down to $292. So we're basically deleveraging. So we're taking back, we're paying back that loan, right? And then we go on for the third month, the fourth, and the fifth. And here we go here at the fifth, the ending balance is going to be $0. So what happens here, basically, if you understand the concept correctly, so the original monthly income was $100, and then we added $5 monthly. The new monthly total is $105. And at the end of the cycle, at the end of these 5 months here, the outstanding debt is $0. And that's the most important thing, guys. It doesn't, some people are more risk averse. Some people like to play with a lot of margin, a lot of debt. For me personally, with these covered call ETFs, which are usually stable, have stable monthly yield, this is for me a way to take advantage of leverage, but very light and very conservative. Because at the end of the 5 months, you're at $0 in debt. And what you can do, the idea of this concept of velocity investing, is that you can rinse and repeat. And then the first time you took $500 loan, but then because now you have 105, what I would do is once that 5 month cycle is done, then I would take a loan of 525. Why? because it's the same thing. It's gonna take me 5 months to pay back that loan, because now my new distributions are 105 monthly and not $100, if that makes any sense. And the next cycle after that, it would be 550, for example, right? Because then we'll be having higher distributions added to our initial cash flow. And then we rinse and repeat. The idea here of the 5 months is that at least you don't have obviously a big loan. That's for one. For two is you can catch different market cycles where, let's say, there's a dip or whatever it is, and that can be obviously flexible. You can change it from 5 months to 3 months to 12 months. It doesn't matter. It's just the concept here is velocity investing. As soon as you have that debt paid off, you kind of do that cycle by taking the loan and continuing, so on and so forth. And the advantage of that is that you're taking advantage right away from these distributions and paying it off, and then rinsing and repeat. So I hope you guys like this concept. It's a concept that works for me. Obviously, this is only for financial education, just for entertainment. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section what you think of this strategy. What are your thoughts, the pros and cons? Is that too passive for you guys? Is that too aggressive? What are your thoughts on it? I appreciate you guys like always, and we'll see you in the next video.